Hi folks, this is Rose from Rose's Garden, and today we're going to make some earrings that we sort of have designed on our live for Wednesday. And use these little moons and some of the remaining chain and the little white cones and the little black, tiny black beads from our SoftFlex's Design Challenge Kit Gone Batty. So I'm going to, really looking forward to how these are going to turn out. I think they're going to be really cute. Let's turn down and we'll get started on them. So the first thing we need to do is well, it depends on how you want to go about it. First, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to put these little pieces together. And we're going to do it like this. And I had thought about doing quite a few per earring, but I think we're only going to have 3. I think that'll be enough. So we'll have 3 of these per earring. And these are going to hang off of pieces of the chain. Now I'm going to have the chain at various lengths so that these aren't just clumped up together. So like I say, 3 per earring of these guys, and then our moon is going to hang down at the bottom. And these are going to hang on some little pieces of chain in various lengths, and then the moon, of course, will all have its own chain. So we'll decide what the length we want these to be at as we go along here. So after we get these things done, we're not going to put them together yet because I am going to I brought out a jump ring for each one of these, and I only need jump rings for the moon. The rest of them can be put aside because what we're going to do is we're going to just hardwire these onto the chain rather than using a jump ring. And there's the other jump ring. I knew there was another one in here somewhere. Bing. Let's straighten these wires out because they're a bit crooked, but that's all right. We don't need a lot of the wire because we're just going to need them to be long enough to put our beads on and hardwire them onto our chain. So we've got these all on here, and we're going to just do a little bend in each one. Now I'm not going to wrap them up yet because I've got to decide on my chain length, because the chain length will be our next step. I'm thinking just sections of our chain. Say we'll do the 1, 2, 3 here for one of them. Bing. It'll go on here, and it'll go this length. Then the next one 4, then here, and then the final one will go up here for the moon. We should have enough chain to do that. So we need to start getting our pieces cut. So we're going to start by just cutting off the 3, and we'll do 2 of those because we need one for either side. Got to cut that extra little bit of figaro off there. Now, if you didn't want to go all the way up to 3, you could just cut the big one and just do it at the figaro. But I think we're going to try the offsets of 3s. I mean, just going up one of the big ones. So there's 3 now instead of just 2, and we'll do that for the other side now. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'm going to have enough chain for what I want to do. I hope I am. I think this is the first time I can ever remember SoftFlex giving us chain. Not that I'm complaining, I like it, but I just don't remember them ever having done so before. So now that's got the 4. This one now needs to have the 4 over here, and then the 5 for the moon. And we may want the moon to have an extra one because 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of the did the figaro come off that? There it goes. Because these are going to have all of this stuff hanging down below, whereas our little moon is going to be hanging by itself. Well, let's see how much chain we have left here and see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I don't think we can do it. I don't think we're going to have enough chain. But let's get started and see what we can do. We may have to substitute something in with our little moons to make our pattern work. Or we may give the moons the 4s, and just give do 2 3s for our dangles. We'll see. So let's start by grabbing our little pieces here and getting our chains done up. So we'll get our bell making pliers and start wrapping these into those. So up and over and around. Bring her over. Put our chain in. And we're going to do that with this one as well. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do it with the third one yet. I've got to decide what we're going to do here. I can always just make some chain using some jump rings if I need to. So there's these 2. And we'll see how these are going to hang together. Let's get these 2 wrapped up. We'll look at them, see how they hang together. We may even just want to skip the third one and just have the 2 and the moon. We'll see. So let's get this baby wrapped up. So there is the first one. And we'll now trim that wire off and tuck this in. Let that fly, didn't I? So now we'll tuck this guy in here. Now we have our first one. Now we'll do our second. finish and tuck this guy in. So now that's what they'll look like. So like this together. Come on up here. And then I want the moon to hang down here. But I'm not sure that our 4 would be long enough for it to hang really where I want it, because it's gonna be down further. At the same time, we're out of chain. So we have to decide if we want a if we're going to just go with putting the moon onto these. And I'm going to open, I was going to use this large one, but I'm not sure that it needs a large one, especially if we're only going to use 2 chains and, well, 3 chains with the moon. So let's just open this sort of up, and I will hook these 2 on. 1, 2, so they'll hang like so. Then we put the 3rd one on, which is not quite as long, but we're going to hook it with a jump ring onto our moon. I would rather have the moon down just well, it'll be down a little bit more because there's going to be a jump ring hanging in here. And if we wanted the 3rd one, we could go back to a 2. It would hang the same then as this shorter one, but I think it would be all right. Now, if I had noticed I was going to run out of chain sooner, I would have added 1 more link to this guy. And I actually could do that by just putting a jump ring at both top and bottom to give it some more length. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, well, let's spin up this 2 one over here, and we'll add it to here and see how it looks. So let's get 1 more spun up. So up and over and around. Bring her down, bring her over. We want to put the chain on, so I need to open it just a hair's breadth. Let's see, we're going to use the 2 from the other side. We'll need to cut another 2 off. Bring her up here. Hold. And then wrap it up. Now this slid down here, so I'm going to push it back up with my pliers, and then we'll get it wrapping again. And it's still down lower than I want it, so I'm going to take my thumbnail and I'm going to push it up now, because my pliers would be in the way of our wraps. So we'll get this trimmed off and get this tucked in. Now we're going to put this on the jump ring along with the 2 we already have here. And I may decide that I need a larger jump ring for all of these. Now we will hang our moon down here. You know, I don't mind that. I think I like it even. So we're going to hang our moon in here, and we're going to put the moon on with another jump ring. So I'm just going to close these up. I'm going to put, normally I would just put the chain in here, and because we're going to put but we need that sizing, that length. So we're going to, those are pretty. That would be pretty just like that. But we need the length, so we're going to take our big one. We got to cut another 2 off because, well, we need 2 more 2s because we just used them. So this is the 3. And so we need 2 2s. and that's going to leave a 3 left. That's all our chain is going to have that's left is the 3. So 2 and come on, baby. 2. So there we go. Now this should be the 4. It is. And there's a 4 up here. So we have the 2 3s and the 2 2s and the 1 3 for up here, and then the 4 is our extra one here. So now we will hook one of these jump rings to our moon. And then to give it that little bit of more length that I want for this, we're going to take another jump ring, open it up, and go to the top one, go through it, and then we will hook it into here. And I think I want it in the middle between one of the 2s and the 3. So we'll just put her in here, close her up, and now we'll grab the other jump ring, the one that's holding them all in, and lift it up. And now, yes, I like that length, but I'm thinking that this jump ring may be too small, because see how they're all trying to, they want to go to this side here because they're all bunching up here at the bottom because they're just too big. So we're going to open this baby back up, take them all off, put that aside, open this big one up. Now we're going to go a 2, the 3, the moon on his jump ring, and the other 2, and then we'll hook it to our ear wire while we're at it. Now, when we hold this baby up, it looks like this. So there's our earring number 1. Now we need to make earring number 2. And to do that, we're going to do exactly what we did with the rest. So since we have this jump ring open, I'm going to take it, put it on the moon, and on our long 4 one here, and close it up. Okay. And now I'll put the other jump ring that it's going to need on the other side while we're at it. Now that didn't quite close all the way, so if they don't quite close all the way, wiggle them forward with just a little light pressure as you move them forward. So now we just need, actually we don't need any more of these, we're fine, we got this one. Now we're going to put these guys together just like we did this one. We'll wrap these guys up, put them on their chains, and then hook the chain onto our big jump ring and onto our ear wire. I think these are gonna be so cute. So let's get our bell making plier out, Get these in here, wrap it around, go over, bring her over, leave a gap, and then straighten her up some. And we'll do that to all three before we even bother going any further. So there we go with that stage. Now we'll pull on a chain onto each one. And it doesn't matter which one goes on which chain, we just have to put them each on a chain. Come on, baby. Okay, you're on. Now we got to wrap those up. So of course we just hold the wires where they come together and then just wrap these babies up. Okay, now to put these together. So we got to just open up this jump ring, the big one. Now it's small. Now you can do these any way you wish to for putting these onto here. I did the small, the medium, and then the I want the small two on either side so that they come down relatively evenly. Now this moon is set so it will face this direction. Since these are two-sided, I am going to try and get my moon on here so that he will face the other direction. So there we go. Now we'll put our other one on. And now we want our ear wire. Close her up. And there's our second earring, all finished. Now we do have a few things to put away, namely all the extra jump rings. Yeah, the other jump rings that we didn't need, but the earrings are finished. Oops, don't grab the edge of the... Now these little guys are swinging. It looks like they want to go whichever way they want to go, and I don't care, really. Because a lot of things are just one-sided, and you don't have a choice of which way your little things are going to go. But these are two-sided, so if they flip, there's no big deal. So I think they turned out really cute. I'm pleased with them. I could have put more dangles if I'd wanted to, but I think what we got was good, and actually I couldn't have put more dangles because I only have 3 links of chain left, and all our chain in is gone. Aren't they cute? So there we go. There is our little earrings from our Gone Batty. Actually, I pretty much like that length. 1 and 2. So there we go. We used our SoftFlex's Gone Batty kit to make these. Everything except for the jump rings, the ear wires, and the head pins came from the kit. Well, no, that's not quite true. I added the little crystal spacers in between the 2 beads. But all the beads and the little moons came from our Gone Batty kit from SoftFlex's. Aren't those adorable? I hope you enjoyed making these with me. I think they turned out really cute, and I like them. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.